As in the last video, I told you that I will discuss in this video that what is the distinguish between the ray optics and the wave optics. But before that, my dear, to go for this distinguish, you should know one very important concept. And what is that concept that is to be known about? I am writing here concept. This concept each and every child aware, only then you will able to distinguish between ray optics and wave optics. Otherwise you will not able to distinguish. That is only the mere knowledge that you are having, you are just saying these are the points. But to understand really that what actually the distinguish cause that between ray optics and the wave optics, please understand this concept which I am writing on the board. Now the concept is, everybody know light is an electromagnetic wave. You know, my dear, when I say light is an electromagnetic wave, it doesn't mean that you must meaning of the electromagnetic wave. How many of you know that how many electromagnetic wave exist? My dear, if you know that there are various electromagnetic waves, I am writing here, the first electromagnetic wave, very first is the radio wave. The second is microwave. The third is infrared wave. The fourth is visible. The fifth is ultraviolet, UV, we call UV as ultraviolet. The sixth is X-rays. And the last, the seventh one, which is there in your syllabus in the chapter of electromagnetic wave, the seventh one is the gamma rays. Gamma rays. Now my dear, you can see there are 7 electromagnetic wave I have jotted in front of you on the board. Beginning with radio, micro, infra, visible, ultraviolet, X-ray and gamma. Now question arises here, sir, जब हम बोलते हैं light is an electromagnetic wave, among these 7, where the light exists? Do you think light is a radio waves में exist करता है? लाइट माइक्रोवेव में है, लाइट इंफ्रारेड वेव में है, अल्ट्रावायलेट है, एक्सरे है, गामा है, व्हाट? लाइट. माय डियर, आप तो बोलते हो लाइट दिखाई देता है. वी कैन सी लाइट ना, बिकॉज ऑफ लाइट वी कैन सी द ऑब्जेक्ट. इट मीन्स माय डियर, कैन यू सी रेड लाइट? यस, आई कैन सी रेड लाइट. या यू से सर दिस इज रेड कलर लाइट, दिस इज येलो कलर लाइट, दिस इज ब्लू कलर लाइट, दिस इज विबग्योर, दिस इज इंडिगो, दिस इज ग्रीन, दिस इज ऑरेंज. It means according to you, this color of light you can see. But my dear, the electromagnetic wave which I have written in front of you, here I am sure you cannot see radio wave. You cannot see microwave. You cannot see infrared wave. You cannot see ultraviolet. You cannot see X-ray. You cannot see gamma. You can see only one and one only, that is visible. Visible. And this is the reason why the word given visible. And this is the, my dear student, this is a very important term, that light is an electromagnetic wave. I agree, light is an electromagnetic wave, but it belongs to which region? It belongs to the visible region. It belongs to the visible region. And therefore we say, sir, I can see red color light. I can see yellow color light. So when we define, when we say about light, don't say only light is an electromagnetic wave. I think for class 12 this is incomplete definition. Please you entirely say that light is an electromagnetic wave, belongs to the visible region. It belongs to visible region. And now my dear, why I have written this way, radio wave, microwave, infrared, visible, ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma. Why I have written gamma at the end? Why I have not written gamma first and radio last? The reason is that I have written these waves in the decreasing order of the wavelength. Decreasing order of wavelength. which is denoted by, we all know that wavelength denoted by lambda. It means, what I mean, that सबसे ज़्यादा the very high wavelength कौन सा electromagnetic wave carry करता है? Radio wave. After that, उससे कम wavelength microwave. सबसे कम wavelength gamma rays. Am I clear? So everybody should aware that the wavelength goes on decreasing from radio wave to gamma wave. And this is a very important question also this year in class 12th. In set A, set B, in set 1, set 2 and set 3. This question was there from chapter that they have given the name of 4 waves. Out of this 7, they have given the name of 4 waves and they asked the student to write the waves in the decreasing order of the wavelength and their uses. So you should aware about it that sir, in this category from radio wave to gamma, the gamma has the least wavelength and radio wave has a maximum wavelength. And this is the reason why, my dear, radio wave, microwave, infrared, this we cannot see. Itna zyada wavelength hai, we cannot see. I hope, my dear. And they have very small frequency because jitna wavelength zyada hoga, utna frequency kam hoga. Frequency, because wavelength and frequency are inversely proportional. By the formula of class 10th, that velocity is equal to frequency multiplied by wavelength. So if I take frequency on one side, frequency is equal to velocity divided by wavelength. So frequency, जितना ज़्यादा wavelength होगा उतना कम frequency होगा, और जितना कम wavelength होगा, gamma has a very least wavelength, it has a very high frequency. Very high frequency, I am writing by F for frequency. So now, my dear, what is the important point over here is, we can see only visible among electromagnetic wave. We cannot see any other one. We cannot see radio, we cannot see micro, we cannot see infra, we cannot see ultra, we cannot see X-ray. We know that sunlight is ultraviolet. We know that. But can you see that? No. You can see red light, you can see blue light, you can see yellow light, you can see violet light, you can see indigo, you can see green. You can see orange. They belongs to visible. That actually the terminology of the light. Actually, that is the light. We are talking about all those stuff. So now, my dear, if light is an electromagnetic wave, the right answer for the light, what is light? From here, the 12th standard kids should be take care about it. Don't say only light is an electromagnetic wave. The right answer is light is an electromagnetic wave, belongs to visible region. And my dear, when I said it belongs to visible region, this is very important to know, we all, sir, if their wavelength goes on decreasing, what is the range of the visible region wavelength? What is the range of wavelength in the visible region? We should aware about this, because if I am teaching you light, you should aware about it, that what is the wavelength of the visible region to which the light belongs under electromagnetic wave. So now that part, what is the range of the wavelength? I am writing here, my dear, in visible region we say the light has a wavelength, the visible region has the wavelength ranging from 400 nanometer. In your textbook, NCERT textbook, they have given 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, or some of the book writes 750 nanometer. Now, my dear, here I wanted to teach you one conversion also. When I say nanometer, now the rule is that, what I am writing? I am writing wavelength. I am writing wavelength ranging from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer in the visible region. Again I will tell, I am writing the wavelength of the visible region. And the wavelength is ranging under visible region is from 400 to 700. क्योंकि आपको मालूम है, in the visible region we have from red light to violet light. Actually that all you know, but you are not knowing that they are coming under visible and their wavelength is what. So actually this is the wavelength of these colors which I am talking about, red to violet, under visible region. Now my dear, this wavelength is ranging from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer or 750 nanometer But by rule, the science says that, the physics says that wavelength should be given in terms of Armstrong. The measurement of the wavelength should be in Armstrong. We write Armstrong like this. You can see on the board. Now, so if we are writing Armstrong, what is the conversion of 400 nanometer to Armstrong? That you should know. So here I am writing that part. If I am writing 400 nanometer is the wavelength in the visible region. I repeat, this is the wavelength starting with the visible region, that is from 400 nanometer. Now if I write 400 nanometer as the lambda value, how I'll convert it into Armstrong? Look at it. This is 400 into 10 power minus 9 meter, which can be written as 400, I have multiplied by 10, I have divided by 10 into 10 power minus 9 meter. Now this can be written as 400 and this 10 will multiply together become 4000, and this 10 which is in denominator, when it will go in numerator, it become 10 power minus 10. And here this is 4000 into 10 power minus 10 meter, that is 4000 Armstrong. It means that 10 power minus 10 meter, 10 power minus 10 meter is equal to 1 Armstrong. So 4000 into 10 power minus 10 meter will become 4000 Armstrong. Now my dear, so if I said that the visible region ka wavelength is ranging from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, matlab in terms of Armstrong, it is ranging from 4000 Armstrong to 7000 Armstrong. Please make a note of this, that light belongs to the visible region of an electromagnetic wave, and the range of the wavelength to which the light belongs is from 4000 Armstrong to 7000 Armstrong. So my dear, with this discussion, what I wanted to tell you, that is very important, because you should aware that through this video what I wanted to convey you. My dear, first of all, you have studied that light is an electromagnetic wave, but that is incomplete statement in class 12th. Because once you entered in class 12th, you should know little much, and that much is light is an electromagnetic wave which belongs to the visible region. Because in electromagnetic wave there are various waves, radio, micro, infra, ultraviolet, am I clear, X-ray, gamma, so many things. So we should aware that it belongs to which region. Don't say only it is electromagnetic, because this is incomplete knowledge. It is electromagnetic, but it belongs to visible region. And the range of the visible region, the wavelength of the visible region, the wavelength, I have decoded here, the wavelength of the visible region is ranging from, minimum from 4000 to 7000 or 7500 Armstrong. Am I clear? So through this topic, I wanted to convey you all that light is an, this is the important point which you are supposed to know. Light is an electromagnetic wave which belongs to visible region in the range of, in the wavelength of, you should know that what is the wavelength, in the wavelength range of 4000 Armstrong, that is 4000 into 10 power minus 10 meter, which is called Armstrong, to 7000 into 10 power minus 10 meter, that is 7000 Armstrong. This line is very important. Light is an electromagnetic wave which belongs to visible region in the wavelength range of 4000 into 10 power minus 10 meter, that can be called 4000 Armstrong, to 7000 into 10 power minus 10 meter, that is 7000 Armstrong. Now my dear, doing this, what is very important is, we came to know that light has a very small wavelength. You can see the light has a very small wavelength. It has just a wavelength of, you can see, 10 power minus 10 meter. So this probably, this small wavelength, you can see this small wavelength, बीच में फंसा हुआ है इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक में, 3 यहाँ पर है 3 वहाँ पर है. इसका wavelength moderate है लेकिन small है. It's very small wavelength. And because of this small wavelength, because of the light possess very small wavelength, my dear, I think this will help us to know the distinguish between ray optics and wave optics. So here I will ask you to write, if you wish to write anything from the board which I have written on the board. I am giving you 2 minutes, and after that we will continue with our topic.